Hello viewers, my name is Canvas, and in this video I will try the Spec Racing part of Forza Horizon 6 online.
Spec Racing is all about the person behind the wheel, individual skill. All the cars are the exact same spec, so it comes down to you and you alone.
Exactly what I would like to hear. I don't think I have a car for this. Well, I will get a rental, I guess that's better than nothing. Oh wait, everyone has a rental because it's the same car. Okay, never mind then. First time in the R-Class, so I want to take the start a bit careful so I can get used to it. Everybody has the same car, so I shouldn't be at a disadvantage this time because of that. Okay, in that first high-speed turn I took the lead, which was a bit unexpected. I'm not sure if I have to brake here, I'm going to do it with a lift, but actually it's flat, it was way too easy. And this is what we can expect further, like this is a sprint race, and looking at the map, these are like mostly like high-speed turns, which I like generally. But we are having a hairpin very soon, which is still my mortal enemy, so let's see that. Okay, I was way too careful into this one. And I released the brakes and it was a bit too deep, but thankfully it was the same behind me as well, more or less. Okay, that was a bit close to a disaster, but we are still okay, and it's already 50% of the race done. So we are getting quickly through this. Okay, I'm rather safe than sorry on this one. Okay, that was about where the front tires can take it. Someone is very close to me. So I have someone with some experience for sure. Hopefully I can keep them behind. I'm just trying to look at the map and the road at the same time because I don't know where I'm going. I think he gained a bit of momentum here. Yeah, he's up the inside, shoving me out of the way. That's, I think, expected in this game. But I'm not going to give it up. I think I can hang around the outside here. I'm going to stay flat and see what happens. But yeah, he had the tighter line, so he was quicker there. Okay, maybe I can stuck it up the inside. No, I wasn't quick enough, but he messed up the exit big time, so that's an easy win for us. No idea why, but I started on pole for this circuit race, and it's a full grid this time, so it's going to be even more difficult. But I think the real challenge is that like this first real turn, this like tight left-hander. I haven't been here before, so I don't really know this track. Okay, I managed to survive with just a wall tap, and I'm still in first, although barely. Okay, so I have to take into account the downforce. This car can take much more than I first realized it. Yeah, I had a small bump from the back, although that's not why I overshot the corner. Okay, that wasn't a small bump this time, but I'm still ahead for some reason. Okay, first lap survived. Where are they? Okay, P3 is out of the question, for a bit at least. P2 is still very close. Yeah, if I'm not too conservative on this one, and I certainly wasn't. Okay, the wall penalty is really hurting me here. And also this flutter reaction made it very difficult to start off the line. Okay, he's giving me space, that's good. Even though then he's like turning into me fully, so I don't know what that was about, but I'm still ahead somehow after like 2 disasters. I adjusted the brakes a little bit since the last video, so now it's more sensitive. I have to get used to it. I have the T3PA pedals, and I have that like rubber extender behind it, so I cannot fully press it down, so I'm not looking up, but I have to press it down way harder than I used to, so it's gonna be some time since I'm fully locked in on that. And yeah, this turn is just not something I can take normally. And yeah, everybody has struggled with the exits. Okay, I didn't expect the ghosting to stop exactly there. Okay, that was a bit of a problem. I think I could have taken the lead back if the ghosting would have been to my expectations, but yeah, I did mess up the turn 2 times, so I guess I kind of deserve only a P2 here. Everyone is in the same McLaren F1 GT with this incredibly long first gear. So it has some downforce, but yeah, as you can see, not as much as the previous car that we had. Okay, maybe it was just me who expected something very different by the looks of it. But okay, that's P9 after the first turn, and yeah, it's way more understeer than I anticipated. I have to get used to that. Okay, so I think I can take a few places here, probably. Yeah, that was 3 for the price of 1. Or, I mean, sorry, 2, but still that was a bit unexpected. Okay, so there are like 2 guys very close in front of me. I think they're a bit slower in general, so I should be able to take them, but I really have to take into account this understeer. This is... Yeah, okay, this is not going as well as I thought it would be going. Okay, so straight line speed in comparison to the grip is obviously huge. So I really have to brake even more cautiously than before. Okay, other people are having problems with this as well, but maybe not to this extent. I don't think I can make a launch into T1, and I should just practice the braking zone anyway. Okay, I was following him and he didn't know what he was doing either, so at least we are equal in that. But he got a bit bigger penalty for it, so that's 1 place. Now that's P6. I think top 5 is certainly possible. Yeah, by the looks of it, but I have to push my back as well. Okay, and I think I'm starting to get used to this. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the extender, or like the trouble part that I have behind my brake pedal. So the braking zones are not my favorite, although I was struggling with that before as well. Okay, this high speed stuff is actually quite good if you anticipate it properly. Okay, now I think I'm getting there, so like by the 3rd lap, I'm not going to be that terrible. Yeah, braking at the hill, yeah, maybe that's a bit too late. Obviously it's not too effective on the hill itself. I think I have a lot more momentum. I should be able to make an overtake here even on the outside, yes. Okay, that wasn't really contested, but I'm cautious into the braking zone because I might get a shot from behind. Especially because I'm quite conservative, although that was just about right actually. Okay, that's P4. I can actually see the podium as well. He messed up turn 1. I'm not sure how good he is. So I will try to just do my best and stay safe mostly and stay out of the wall, and then let's see what happens. Okay, so once again I had a massive oversteer moment into this. I probably should have taken that in first gear, but second was alright. Okay, I think I made up a bit of time here, but not too much. I need another mistake from him to really get close enough for a move. I'm really trying to focus on the exit here and take an early apex. Yeah, that is working out well. But I do have a lot of momentum. I think I can have a look on the inside, even if he's like half defending. Okay, braking just before the hill, like I promised last time. Okay, he lost some drifting. But yeah, I tried to go around the wrong way. Actually, I might have some momentum here, enough for an overtake. I'm giving him a bit of distance. Yeah, that was a very weak attempt. Okay, good launch. Actually, with launch control, keeping me intact until 50 kph is actually quite easy. You can just go flat in this car. Okay, you can not go flat into that turn. Did I get a penalty? Yes, he's just not telling me. Okay, that was a bit too much though. Okay, I think that was harsh. Okay, back to P8 with me. And we are going up to the mountains. I have never been here yet. It's quite pretty, I must say. I'm trying to focus on the braking zones. Yeah, this one is going to be tighter than it looks, I believe. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not going to overtake him that way. Yeah, coming up to a very tight turn. Yeah, I blocked up a bit on the hill. I could manage to keep it out of the wall so far, so that's good. Yeah, we are going into this cool tunnel. I have some momentum and I'm in the trap, but I don't think I can really like make a move here unless he's doing something crazy, which he does. Okay, give me space, please. Yes, he wasn't even close to me, so that's good. That's P7. Podium might be on the cards here, or at least I can see the guys from 4th to 6th, actually. Okay, maybe P3 is too much, especially with this penalty. I should really get used to the cornering speed of this car. Okay, Okay, so this should be easy flat. It's more one from behind, but that's okay. And another one. Okay, I'm not really taking into account the like front grip that this car has, apparently.
So I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titties.
This time I want to redeem myself with this car. So far I was really lacking in performance and in cleanness, to be fair. So I'm trying to improve a bit. I certainly need to get adjusted to the braking. I have to be more careful on that one, and also the front grip. It doesn't actually have that much downforce, if anything, so you cannot really like hope in high-speed corners that you can just stick to it. You really have to slow down properly. Okay, so that's P4, I believe, out of the first sequence, and after the ghosting phase. Okay, that's pretty good. That's better than before. Okay, someone is alongside me on the right. I think I can just get in here, why not? Okay, I think it should be flat, but I gave him a bit of, I don't know, not even a room, but I was trying to be careful not to cause an accident. Okay, kind of backed out of this one, but 90-degree corner is coming, which has been my other enemy apart from hairpins before, so. Okay, I was following them, which was a bad idea. I didn't get that much of a penalty at least. I was a tiny bit more careful. Okay, so that's P4. Third place is just ahead of me, so that's still very much possible. I'm not sure about any more than that, but okay, that was a good idea that I was looking at him, that he was braking a bit. Okay, that wasn't very nice. Okay, so there is this pack of 3 cars in front of me. Like, they should be quite easy to get if they make a mistake. I should be just like staying behind and be careful and wait for something, which might happen in the next one because it's quite tight by the looks of it. Okay, I was way too conservative. I'm staying tight. Maybe I can get an overtake going here. Yeah, okay, that's one. I need 2 more. He messed up the exit, but there was nowhere really to go for any of us. Okay, this one is like a brake tap, maybe. Let's say that. Okay, flat from here. Okay, I'm alongside, very much so. I think I'm ahead. Okay, I cleared him. Okay, so that is going to third place. I feel like that's a redeeming performance.
Eventually.
So I went to the bathroom thinking that there's going to be like a 2-minute break or something. Apparently not. Oh well, it's going to be good practice. Cannot believe it, but I actually overtook someone. So we are in Tokyo City for an actually big circuit race this time with a full grid of identical M4 GTSs. I tried it in the last race and it was actually quite good. I think I was doing alright in this car, but basically nobody was here from this grid, so I have no idea of the competition. I started from about the middle on P3. I think this is the turn you have to brake for, just a bit. Yeah, tap was enough. Okay, we are still ghosting kind of because we went into each other, but now I actually have to pay attention to the others. Okay, so let's see, he was braking a bit earlier than me and started to make it a bit wide, and we met. Okay, I'm going to give him space. He's alongside me after all. Okay, I have no idea where he is to the side, but the radar is helping me a bit with this. Okay, I was fully to the left, or at least almost fully to the left, so that was interesting, but some wheel-to-wheel action is completely fine in this game especially. Okay, I didn't expect the lane change. Okay, I'm going to like stay back a bit and see what happens. I don't want to give up too much momentum because the others are still very close to me behind. Yeah, okay, I'm not flattened here. I think I can take an easy approach into this one. Just make sure not to crash into anything. Yeah, and then an early exit. Hopefully that was no penalty. No, okay. Okay, so everything is safe behind me. It's under control. That's good. Okay, so I think it's going to be just the 2 of us if I don't really mess up, which I sometimes do. And I have to wait until the end of the first lap until I really say anything because I don't know what's coming yet. Okay, I didn't expect that as well, that the road splits into 2 halves. Okay, so I'm much faster out of this one. I think I can make a lunge up the inside. Okay, yeah, just turn into me like I'm not there. Be my guest. Okay, well, I will certainly remember that on how he races. But I also have to pay attention to P3. I don't want to lose second place either. I'm trying to focus on the exit here a bit so I can get a bit of extra speed on the exit. Yeah, that didn't really work out, to be honest. Okay, so here I think it's a brake tap. Yeah, kind of. Actually, I think you can do it with the lift. On the last step, I think I'm going to try. Why not? Okay, for this one, you actually have to brake quite a bit. I think I took it in third gear in the first step, and it was actually kind of alright. Yeah, that was a bit too hot. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, well, that doesn't really make sense, to be honest. Okay, everybody like got the BMWs as rentals, but everybody's driving like they own it. Okay, that car has more damage than not, so I especially have to be careful with that one. I'm not sure if the top two are possible after all of this, to be honest. It would be nice if they could catch each other, but I don't think the guy in second place is fast enough for that, so they're not going to slow each other down. They can still make it back up to the podium, especially if he's taking the braking zones like that. So I'm not sure if it would be beneficial to go on the like high side on this one, or I mean the one that's like physically going high. Yeah, that was a deserved penalty, to be honest. Okay, someone is taking that different approach, and actually he overtook me by doing that. Okay, that's not surprising, given that I hit the wall. Okay, so I think my race here is for P3 after all of this. Okay, there are still like almost 2 minutes left, so I think I can make it if I don't make a mistake like that anymore. Okay, his lines are interesting, so he can be caught for sure. I'm trying the lift here instead of a brake as I promised. Yeah, it was working out fine. Yeah, I can get alongside here. I'm not sure what he's going to offer me. Nothing. Alright. Like, I would kinda get this aggressive defending if at least he was like fast and it was for the win, but that's not the case. Although not like the leaders are any better, to be honest. Yeah, I think my safest approach here is like take the different lane when we can switch. And then he cannot really hit me or do anything. So you have to anticipate that, and I think brake a bit earlier so I can take whatever approach I want. I mean, he was very slow into distance, so I'm trying to look for that. I think I'm braking once again like a bit before the top of the hill. Yeah, actually quite a bit before. He once again was a lot slower, but was also very far away from me. You know what, I'm going to just bump draft him instead of going alongside, and I'm taking the different route. It's not this turn, it's going to be the next right. Like there's this right, left like S section, and after that. Okay, I'm very careful where is he going. He's going high, I'm going low. Okay, it wasn't really good. I was like in the middle of the track. Not on an ideal line for any of them. Okay, I'm staying flat after this. I think I have a bit more momentum, but he's still ahead of me by a bit. Yeah, he is. I'm starting right behind two of my enemies. The third one is on pole. So let's see what we can make of that. I'm getting a good feel for the car because this is the third race with this one in a row, so I'm starting to like actually kinda like it. This is a very different race to the other ones. They were like whole circuit races. This is a sprint in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so for a few corners, fairly okay. Okay, I'm in between the three mortal enemies of mine. Yeah, you can see why, I think, on P1. Unless it would be nice to just wait for them and play with each other. I think this guy who is in P2 now is not that bad, to be honest. I can go alongside him without fearing for my life. Maybe I shouldn't, but oh well, I want to see what happens. Because I don't want to be really threatened by P4 at this point. Yeah, I'm being pushed by him constantly. Nice, thank you. I just wanted to ask for that. Okay, so this is very tight. I think this is a disaster, like waiting to happen. I'm certainly waiting for it. Yeah, okay. Let's make it 3 wide, shall we? No, he overshot it. I wasn't that dumb. Oh, but he made it 3 wide, or 4 wide. Okay. Yeah, they are not messing around. I think if I just went behind them and waited for what happens, I should win, but what's the fun in that? Okay, so personal space is not something that these guys are like considerate of, as you can see. Okay, 2 of them got what they deserve, but there is still 1 left and half of the race is still to go, so anything can happen with that. Let's see, in the previous race I was a bit faster, or like very similar. I don't really know this place, but I think I got a decent feel for the car at this point. I'm trying to make like good guesses with the braking zones. Obviously I don't have racing line enabled, so it's a bit difficult, and I can already like dread the turn that I'm looking at on the map, like this 90-degree turn after like 270 kph. Okay, I think I'm going to be like careful, like brake somewhere here maybe. Yeah, that is actually near perfect. Okay, giga grass exit from him. I don't think I made up a noticeable amount of time. There is still a few fast corners to go, which is a bit better suiting my style, although I think this is like easy flat, so there's nothing to really gain here. I mean, he almost went to the cheese, but for most I can't really do much with that. Yeah, this is a bit of a braking turn. Yeah, a bit more than that probably. Okay, the last like real turn is coming up. Okay, no obvious mistake from him, so I think this is going to be P2. I can already see guys in the trailers. Thank you for watching. Next time I'm going to try the Toge Showdown. So if you don't want to miss that, please consider subscribing. But until then, goodbye.